Okay, so in the interest of saving time, I'm trying to do this with my cell phone camera. Starting at the top, we've got extra ColourPop lips, Boxycharm lip products, and liners that I'm going to be working into my project pan. These are extra brushes because, let's face it, I use cheap brushes and I tend to break them. This is a really great face brush that I don't use as often as I should. That was another Boxycharm item. Real win with that one. Here we have most of my palette collection. Large palettes, small palettes. You'll see a significant portion of them are Kat Von D, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them are Boxycharm palettes. Down here I've got a couple more eyeshadow palettes. That one's Boxycharm, that one's not. The setting spray is from Boxycharm. This body mist is from my favorite company, Notoriously Morbid. That's a finishing powder that I never use. I literally only keep it because I love the packaging. This is falling over. This is my collection of foundations. Several of these are deluxe sizes or half used. I've also got a random lip primer in here that I couldn't figure out what else to do with it. Lipstick set. This is one of my... Yeah, I haven't actually used those yet. I'm really hoping I get around to them before they go bad. That's the whole point of Project Pan, is to help me to utilize the stuff I have. There's my 2 contouring palettes. That blush palette in the middle is a Boxycharm item. Most of the rest of this stuff is Ipsy, Boxycharm, Birchbox type stuff. There's my green highlighter. I don't really bust that out anymore, but I keep it because when you want it, you want it. And another Kat Von D liquid lipstick set that I haven't opened yet. Like I said, maybe I'll get to it. Maybe I'll get to it. Down here, I've got my lipstick collection. I gotta be really careful pulling this. Yeah, see, I'm knocking stuff over. Gotta be real careful pulling this out with one hand. Maybe I won't pull it out any more than that. So over here I've got my Notoriously Morbid, and then a few, this one and this Noya were Boxycharm items. This was in a mystery box, I think. These are mostly Boxycharm items in this whole front row. These Stilas are all Birchbox items plus a set that I bought. There's 1 Jeffree Star lipstick and 1 points item from Sephora. Random sample. I don't know when or how I acquired most of these, which is one of the reasons I want to be able to use them. I've just got so much stuff. Hallelujah. Okay, so these are my Notoriously Morbid like Night Kiss style lip balms. These are amazing. These are all Sinister Sprite lip shimmers. They're wonderful. I'll probably be talking about those in future videos. And then I've got, these were a birthday gift from Sephora. These were just like some random ColourPop order. And these tiny little samples are from who knows what. You'll notice these little stickers on a lot of my products. Let me show you right quick. And that literally is just to help me remember what I got first so that I don't neglect something for a really long time. This is extra tools and sponges, different things, just in case I wear out, break, or destroy something that I've got. This is kind of my backups. And this little box of magic, let me move this out so I can, is backups, items that I haven't gotten to yet, things that I don't know for sure if I want to keep them or not, stuff that I know I'm going to need eventually but don't yet, items like that. There's a couple of blushes, other gifts. See, all the way back in the back is no lip liners, but eyeliners and a few extra lipsticks that I'm not ready to utilize just yet. This little box down here is all the collector cards that come with subscription boxes. I keep them if they have products listed on them, just in case I need them for reference later on. Down here is extra cotton balls in case I ever need them. Empty makeup bags for future traveling. These are my 2 traveling brush sets. And this is my contour brushes that I don't use them very often, but I'm not ready to let them go just yet. And then an extra brush roll and another empty bag for traveling. I'll close that later. This is, excuse me, this is my actual vanity. I'm going to turn my mirrors down so I don't catch myself too much. These are my little palettes where I play with loose powders. Over here on this one, I'm actually trying to mix a blue highlighter. It hasn't happened yet, but it still might. It still might. This is a drawer full of tiny little samples and products that I'm hoping to use up by the end of the year, including, but not limited to, 9 different perfume samples, 9 different primer samples. You can see all the way through and up into there, and just, yeah, all kinds of great stuff. Some of it's terrible, some of it's awesome. Some of it's almost gone already. Some of it I've never even opened. I mean, it's just whatever. These are my Z palettes. See, there's random eyeshadows in there, neutrals that I'm not ready to bust into yet. These are some extra face powders. These are all blushes, and that's a bronzer. And then this because, well, let's face it, you never know what I'm going to be up to next. Over here. This is where the magic happens. This box right here is kind of everyday products, things that I use regularly. This was the Kat Von D Mi Vida Loca remix. I'm actually going to keep it like that so you can see it because it's not any kind of way. And those 3 shadows up there at the top are my oldest eyeshadows. Those are some Mary Kay shadows that my mom gave me like years ago. So there's that. I keep this one out on top because I intend to use it for a project pan probably sometime soon. Over here is my face powders. The blush stripes, or the illuminating stripes I think that's called, and the banana powder are all Boxycharm items, as is the actual magnetic palette. This bronzer and this bronzer are both Birchbox items. This is a Benefit powder, and this is a Mary Kay blush. I've got a toner and a setting spray, eye makeup remover, my first ever purple lipstick that I keep trying to convince myself I need to use, but I'm so sad because I don't want to use it and then I have to spend $20 to buy another one. And then I've got some Notoriously Morbid eyeshadows here. These are the ones that I'm trying to use first. A powder concealer. That's my glitter glue. I just keep it there because that's what I use it with, so I might as well just be able to utilize it quickly. Right next to it, I've got sample eyeshadows, cards, and baggies. The baggies and the eyeshadow minis like this, I just pour them directly onto the palette. And that way I don't have to worry about cross-contamination from dipping my brush in. That's something that I actually care about. Over here I've got a tiny liquid highlighter, a little pressed highlighter, all of my Notoriously Morbid highlighters and blushes, and there's not that many of them because they last forever, so I have no problem with decluttering them. This is my first ever Notoriously Morbid eyeshadow palette. Actually, I think this was Notoriously Morbid's first ever pressed palette. I think that's why I got it. Really great colors. I love this one right here. It's called Power Without Guilt, I believe. It's amazing. And my Notoriously Morbid, my big purple highlighter, which is like my hero and my favorite thing. So that's the main part of my collection. There's going to be another video coming soon that's going to cover all of these items, which is my project pan, and at some point I will probably also review the January 2018 Boxycharm, so look forward to that. It sounds like the baby needs me, so I will catch you next time.